Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Tony Jacoby, Portfolio Manager with Shelton Nasdaq 100 Fund, to discuss why now may be the time to buy Nasdaq 100 stocks and what dollar cost averaging means for investors in their 401ks. Tony, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks, Jill.
The Nasdaq 100 is down roughly 30% this year. Why do you think now is a good time to buy?
Well, the markets could definitely fall further. The Fed still has some work to do before inflation is tamed and investors feel placated. But in my opinion, it's always a good time to buy for young investors with a long time horizon. The average investor shouldn't focus on market timing, as it's hard to be successful at that strategy. Instead, they should focus more on dollar cost averaging through the tough times. As Baron Rothschild would say, buy when there's blood in the street, especially when the blood is your own. And I think that the market's response to the CPI release last week shows that it has an appetite for equities, especially growth stocks. But generally, the market doesn't start coming back up again until rates start to go down.
So explain to the audience what dollar cost averaging is and how it benefits investors, specifically investors in 401k accounts.
Sure. Dollar cost averaging is the strategy being deployed in a 401k plan. Every 2 weeks, you're investing the same dollar amount into the market and averaging out your exposure over a long time horizon. This allows investors to set themselves up for potentially higher gains when they're funding their retirement plans through market downturns. For 401k investors, that's particularly beneficial due to preferential tax treatment. It seems like this downturn is a great time for young investors to increase their 401k contributions and employ some additional capital while the markets still have some work to do to get back to new highs.
How does the Shelton Nasdaq 100 Fund, NASDX, fit into this methodology?
The Shelton Nasdaq 100 Index Fund will track the Nasdaq 100 Index. Our tracking record is pretty slim, and it is a great way for investors to get market exposure since they can't truly own the index.
All right, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.